Well, welcome back, you absolute stellar legends. So today's going to be a bit of a long video, and we're going to be making the video reacting to the two latest trailers for Silent Hill 2 Remake. I'm going to be shouting out a friend to the channel. His channel name is Neko42. Same thing for Twitter, so check his channel out. He's another channel that covers especially Silent Hill stuff. So I'm a big Silent Hill fan, and we've been getting along pretty good so far. He's got some solid videos, and I recommend very much checking him out. He's done more Silent Hill videos than yours truly. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be reacting to the two latest trailers that were just released yesterday. So it's the cinematic trailer followed by the gameplay trailer. So it's going to be I'm not going to be pausing it or breaking in between. We're going to be watching the full things because it is going to be a little bit long, and I want to keep the video under an hour. So let's start off with the cinematic trailer. Now, let's check it. So
James?
Konami,
Honey, did something
Bloober
happen to
team.
you after we got separated in that long hallway? Are you confusing me with someone else?
Not a big fan
You
at
are
all
always so
of
forgetful.
this
Remember that time in the hotel?
upper management
Are you taping again?
on Casual Friday look to Maria.
I don't know why, but I just love it here.
Mary is fine. Mary is fine.
In my restless dreams.
So you gotta admit, this is very good looking.
You'd take me there again someday, but you never did. Well, I'm alone there.
You gotta slow down, man. You gotta slow down. You're talking way too fast through the lines. And this is Eddie.
You can't just kill someone because of the way they looked at you.
There's something very off about all the characters in the cinematics, especially.
Just run around this place.
And James keeps looking changing. Like his look keeps changing.
This place is different.
It's like they use different character models. Yeah, so this is Angela.
I don't think she's here anymore.
This whole town might be best.
Angela and Maria are the two most concerning things about the
Yeah, you're right.
about the game.
You said you took everything, but you forgot that videotape we made.
How do you know about that? Aren't you Maria?
See, they use
I'm not your
a
mom.
cinematic model for James in that scene, but they use like a more
So you are
higher polished character model for Maria in this scene. And don't forget, Maria is supposed to be the hypersexualized
You see
vision
it too? For me,
of
it's
Mary.
always like this.
Doesn't matter who I am.
Like she's supposed to be playful, flirty with him,
I'm here
but
for you, James.
there's no warmth. There's no
See,
even at this, it's not really.
I'm real.
Right, so that was the cinematic trailer. So October 8th. So now we're going to move into the next video from the VGC channel, the Silent Hill 2 Remake PS5 4K gameplay. So it's 27 minutes. Enfant Terrible has a 42-minute video. I wouldn't mind reacting to that, but we're going to keep it more time constrained. So after the cinematic video that we just saw, my opinion of the game didn't change, but when I saw this part, which is a lot more gameplay focused, I am actually a lot more excited to play the game. Yes, sir, that music. But it's going to get copyright claimed for sure, though. Damn it. So I don't know if I'm going to have the time today, but I wouldn't mind speed running through Silent Hill 2 to get to at least the part where we encounter Maria.
Could you really be in this town?
So I will be getting Silent Hill 2 Remake on day one, and I will be making videos for hopefully the entire game. Hopefully the YouTube algorithm will also suggest the video to the right audiences, and they will be in 4K. Apparently the game might be locked at 30 frames.
I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In a special place.
You gotta slow it down slightly. I think my Homer Simpson visits Silent Hill Remake 2 was at better pace of the delivery.
The name on the envelope said Mary. My wife's name.
Now, I do have the first half hour of the game already recorded in 4K, so I might upload that today.
Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago.
Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago.
So then why am I looking
So then why am I looking
for her?
for her?
Our special place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place. Could Mary really be here? Is she really alive? Waiting for me?
But the game does look visually great. So this is what my prediction is going to be. The story, we are going to be more disappointed with the story because Neko made the video. He read the entire article. Check it out. I'll put in the links. Where Bloober Team finally came out and said it's their romanticized vision of Silent Hill. So they took a lot of liberties with the story and the game. I mean, that's why I've been calling it a remake, because I've played the game when I was younger and also kind of more recently. And I was able to tell the differences right away. Like, this opening scene is very faithful to the original. So they kept telling us it was a remake, very faithful to the game, but they changed some things. but they refused to call it a reimagining. So that's why I called it a reimagining. And now finally they came out and said, it's our vision of Silent Hill, Team Bloober's vision of Silent Hill. But also, let's be honest, the game is very old. You had to make things more up to date. But the thing that I very much like the most that they did, apart from the visuals, is the atmosphere. The atmosphere, it does look very tense. It does look very creepy, and you do feel alone in the parts where you are by yourself. And if you haven't noticed, unlike me, James, unless he's narrating or talking with somebody else, he's generally quiet. So in the beginning, I was a little bit concerned, well, a lot more concerned that Konami once again gave the IP to a non-Japanese studio. They gave it to a European studio. If I'm not mistaken, I think they're Polish. So Japanese, American, European horror are very, very different. The horror culture, the cultures in general are very different. So you give the game to another different culture, and of course they're going to do things that are accordingly to how they make horror stuff and psychological horror in their country, which is why a lot of people don't really like the Bloober games, because they romanticize things that should not be romanticized. And some of the choices they make in some of the games, you're like, what the hell? But their culture is very different than the US. Which is also why kids are treated differently in their games. That was a good kill. But then the more I kept thinking about it, and then especially once I saw this video, I was like, you know what? I think it was actually a better idea to give the IP to Bloober, like a European team, instead of giving it to a Western team. Because, man, can you imagine James doing nonstop cringy jokes and cutting, like, swearing left and right? Like, can you imagine this, but Sushi Side Squad killed the Justice League? Can you imagine that? We have very little faith now in Western studios. Justifiably so. Nice. So the game is a lot more, like, I don't know if it's a lot more focused on action, but it is more focused on action than the original Silent Hill. The swinging of the plank seems odd sometimes, but like the stomping and whatever seems all right. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's a woman that did the fight. Choreography or animation, whatever. And yes, we will see Pyramid Head towards the end. We'll talk about him when we get there. Because that's one thing that they said that they were changing about Pyramid Head, because he was problematic, which of course raised eyebrows again. Pyramid Head is supposed to be problematic. He is James uninhibited. The door that wakes in too quick. I wish they showed a scene where they saved the game so we could see how that transition looks. That would have been cool. There was a hole here. It's gone now. I'm glad they showed that. I don't know. I might skip this part. So they're showing you one of the puzzles. So you have to piece together the broken record. And I hope you guys are enjoying the video.